10 seconds.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the View from the Dead Box. Our first week back at practice. It was good.
Lucky you. I was still out.
Yeah.
So you had the what was it? Kings and who else?
And then it's a bunch of the 405 guys and some of their friends they brung down to. Like Tyler came out, Matt was out there. And then they had some guys that came with them. I'm not really I think some of them play with GLK and some play for the older Charleston guys that came out of about 3 weeks ago that came out with us.
Yep.
Some of them came out, so it was good to see all those guys again. And we were still missing a line on our side, but hell, we still had a giant group out there, so it was
awesome.
Kind of good. Yeah, it was good.
Bill loves to see that.
Yeah. I this week was the first week I didn't see Bill, but I mean, we ran nonstop points from probably 9:30 to about 2:30, and but there's so many teams that the break wasn't on the field much.
Yeah.
So we divided our guys up into like 3 lines, and then they had 2 lines, and then we had like D5 and D6 guys kind of divide up in 2 lines. So we were just spinning everybody, and then at the end we were just rotating everybody in together and just getting points in. So it was really good to kind of get back out there after like 2 weeks off. And it's not much. 2 weeks off isn't much, but we had before that we didn't really have a crazy hard practice either. So it was good. This is the first one.
Yeah, I played just the weekend either before Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving. I forget which one it was at this point. It all has run together. So are you excited for ICPL?
Yes.
Coming up? I am fucking pumped.
The only thing I'm worried about now is the MVPS is the week after.
I mean, that sucks for you because I don't plan on playing that. So
we have that, and then I still haven't heard anything on the CPS though at all.
I haven't either.
I mean, and then we have Bill wants to do an event, which I need to get with you, and we need to set up a whole bunch of shit on that.
Does he want to? I mean, we can probably talk about this after, but does he want to do like his own like one-off event, or is he wanting to like get in with somebody?
Both. This one's gonna be a one-off event for Daniel.
Okay.
We've been talking about it the last few weeks, and then he's trying to get it with Steve at CPSL to get an event hosted here.
Okay.
So and then I think SPL is kind of out of the window now, obviously.
Yeah.
So that'll all be from next season, but the field, all the guys that came out last weekend haven't been to our field in like 6 months, and they were like, Jesus. I'm like, insane how much has came along since then, huh? They're like, oh my God. And I'm like, they're like, man, when air gets down here, like this is probably going to be one of the best or the best fields in the Southeast.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh yeah, hands down. I'm like, and right behind it is another field that's going to be just like it getting put up with turf and everything. They're like, God. I said, yep. So I'm
upgrade kits.
We have entire fields.
Okay, I know that, but like, so are we? I know we're getting
the fields are coming with the upgrade kits, like they're matching.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So the reason we didn't buy the field at Cup was because, boom, flex on you real quick.
Dude,
we actually bought,
hanging up in the background. You ain't flexing on nothing.
We got a 22. Hey, what's up, brother?
Hey, dinner time.
Yep.
No, this is snack time. This is some pretzels and there it is. Some pretzels, some cheese, and spicy mustard in there.
Oh, I'm about it. That's
No.
pretty German.
It is. I am.
Don't say anything else.
Yeah, I was close to it. So we bought the 2022 HK field itself, like a new one, and then we got 2022 Pro Char field, and both of them obviously have the bunker upgrade kit. So should be good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and the other field's going to be turfed as well, or is that sweet? What is that looking like? Because again, it's been a month since I've seen it.
Yeah, they're still tilling up all the roots and dragging everything. So they have a little more landscaping to do back behind that field until it's finished. But once it's done, it's gonna be dope. Have you been out there? You haven't been out there since the
Not, I
oval
didn't.
wall.
Nope, I haven't had the walk. I think I came out the weekend before it or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I missed. I have not seen since it's been like a big change. This is probably a question you don't know, but I'm gonna ask anyway. So remember Dan's Land? Obviously, pretty dramatic.
Yeah.
How one field was like higher than the other. Do you think he's going to keep these pretty level? Obviously, I know the incline wouldn't be that high, but just for representation, do you think it'll be pretty level? Because I was kind of worried because then, I mean, people would always like, I'm worried about runoff, like from one field to the other or.
Yeah, no, they're going to be pretty much the same height. Okay. Not like a huge difference or anything.
Okay. I mean, like I said, I didn't think it'd be like Dan's Lands. That's very dramatic, but
yeah.
I was like, let me give him a visual. But yeah, dude, that's exciting. Yeah, that just blows my mind. Christmas. Did you? I don't get paintball gear hardly ever. Did you get anything random for Christmas? I was just curious. I meant to ask you earlier, but
no,
maybe
I heard some paintball stuff. But
oh yeah, what'd you get her?
I got her the brand new carbon pack with the pad in the back.
Yep. That's the one that inflates, right?
The new 22 model does not inflate.
The new 22 does not inflate. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, but it has the pads and stuff that model had. It's the higher end model.
Gotcha.
But because they were saying the bag was like popping and shit like that.
So. That was something I was always afraid of with those. Just it's a small pack for a small player, and they're rough on their shit. So okay. And that's it. You think? Yeah.
Silver coin.
Silver coin. Oh, that's cool.
Trying to think paintball related. Oh, and I got her in a new gold TM40.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, like casually, just
I'm gonna figure out that.
Got the most expensive one.
Yep.
So, what are you gonna shoot at the ICPL?
Well, probably shoot my cocker, and I'll have a mech TM40. Don't know if my other adrenaline's coming in by then, but if not, I'll have all those. Okay. I can choose a different one each game.
That's what I figured. Yeah, this weekend, I've got to bring that EMEC out there and see if I can get that bitch actually working correctly. I thought I had air, but apparently my tank is a slow leak, so no air. Or I didn't fill it up, but I'm pretty sure I put something in it. But yeah, what do you think I'm going to have my reflex? It's gonna be close, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's gonna be really close. I was slightly tempted. Other than it's just a big waste to buy like another EMEC with another the like Deadly One hair valve. That way, if the one I currently have gives me issues, I have a brand new one, which I would probably just use the brand new one.
Yeah,
and I'm still kind of considering doing it. But if I do that, I probably won't pick up a new rotor. Like instead, I just use my Spire, which I don't think it's that big. You know what I mean? I'm kind of caught in the middle. Like what would you do?
My thing with the EMEC is I would probably buy a rotor to have a rotor in general, but the EMEC you can always just sell.
Yeah.
They sell like all the time,
I was trying to find a used one, but I just like I said, like you said, by the time someone puts one up, it's fucking gone and I can't hop in there and get it. I'm like, God dang it. So I don't know. I'm fingers crossed. It's got to be close. Like I can't imagine. Obviously, I think I've seen mine, but I don't even know it's mine yet. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because he's posted, like he tagged in that video saying yours is in there, and then he posted two. Like I said, I tagged in all this.
Is that what he told you?
Yeah. So if you go back to that post from a couple weeks ago, that I tagged you in with him like filming them all, he goes, "FYI, yours is in here," and like because my special instructions were just like do what you want to do to it, basically, And so I don't know what I'm getting, and like. I was almost last night going to ask him, hey, which one's mine? Because he
don't do that.
But I don't want to. Like at this point, I've waited.
You've already waited so long. Don't do that.
So, but yeah. So I think so. Yesterday he put out like a couple different batches of pictures, and a lot of it was a bunch of complete guns. I think mine is in those complete guns because he said that was like 100-ish guns. And then he posted another picture, and I looked for my name in the other picture because it had last names, and my last name wasn't in it, and it was 40 guns that had just come back to him. So obviously mine's in that first batch of completed guns somewhere, but I don't know. It's a I looked back at my instructions like last week. You're gonna hate me. I asked for a custom. I paid for custom, but I paid for the dust custom.
Oh,
So, but it is custom. So
yeah.
we'll see. I mean, there's a dust like the orange to silver fade that they used to do. There's a dust one of those in there I've seen, and no one's commented on that one, which that would be fine. Like I don't have a problem with that color.
Yeah.
And then there's a it was a very custom one, but no one said that that's theirs either. And it was like a tarnished, look like battle worn.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like I was like, I just don't know if he's gonna go that extra way for somebody, but he also could be like, fuck it. Like he might just say, hey, battle worn, or it came with a blem. And then they make it, you know what I mean? Then they can just re-anno it and make it look a little more, I say fucked up, but like good fucked up.
Yeah.
So, that would be cool. But like I said, I don't know. I'm assuming it's going to be a more of a basic custom gun, like a fade or maybe a dust splash or something. I don't know. That's just my speculation, but we won't know until that bit shows up. And I'm hoping it'll just show up at my front door one day. But
that'd be dope.
I don't know. I thought I was going to have it a couple weeks.
When it comes in, you got to bring it over and shoot it.
Oh, absolutely. I'm curious what it's going to be out of the box. Like if it's going to be like,
it should be Chrono. No, it should be Chrono perfectly 290 out of the box.
Okay.
But he goes through all those guns and hand texts them.
Yeah, so, I'm excited.
That'll be. Them. They all assemble them, then he texts them, and then he chronos them and shoots. So
that's such a pain in the ass. Like I mean, that's why it's taken so long.
Yeah.
Like I was telling Hallie, I was like, I ordered this gun pretty much a year ago. I mean, it's whatever. I don't even know, 10 months ago, almost now, 9 months maybe.
How long I'm waiting right now on my Grizzly.
Yeah, well, that's what I told her. I was like, she's like, you're waiting that long? Like, ask for your money. I'm like, well, when you can't, it's not one of those things. Like, and it's a gun that you are buying knowing it's going to take a while. Yes. Like, and it's possible that it could go over like your estimate. So if you need your gun tomorrow, you can't buy a gun like this.
Yeah.
Like,
speaking of that, my limited headband came in today for the Grizzly.
Oh, that's dope. 20, 16 and 20.
Yeah, so Chris made these for his guns only. You know, all the other adrenalines have, you know, their shit, but since they're his and he happens to make everything, he sent out 20 of these to the owners of the Grizzlies. So I just texted him and said, dude, sweet. I got my band in for the gun. I only got to wait another 6 months for the gun to come in, I guess. Fucking, you know, just fucking give him shit.
That sucks, too. That would have been a fun one to run at this event. Are you camping at the event?
Fuck no.
You're not? I think I might.
Joey asked about you and him, and I said, I'll ask Alex, and you know, I'm sure he's fine with it. I said, but I'm way too old to be fucking camping.
Yeah, if it was a normal tournament, I wouldn't by any means, but like,
yeah,
I think I'll be fine with this one. I have decent camping gear, so I'm like, worst like, and I plan on leaving like Friday midday, so I'll be able to get there and set up shit and hopefully get everyone a good fucking spot. So we can be fucking close.
Well, you've seen that thing I sent.
Yeah. So
yeah.
He
also said no IDs.
Yeah, that's cool.
They give you IDs there, but you don't need to have them on you.
Yeah, they're probably formality. They have to, you know what I mean? Since they're
Well, I'm pretty sure you can't. It doesn't matter because you're allowed to have like 3 or 4 pros in your line. So they really don't give a fuck. You know.
Yeah, they're probably just like 10, cool. Let's go. They're probably like 10-ish. Let's go.
Yeah. we played with 12 before, so it doesn't really matter.
That's fucking hilarious to me still to this day. Trying to think, dude. I hate this time of year for paintball because it's like obviously we have this ICPL coming up, and MVPS is right after that, and then after that it'll start rolling. So we'll have to cover like what happened at the tournament.
Well, here's the thing: is that we have Mardi Gras too, and Chris.
Oh yeah, that's the first or second weekend of February.
No,
or is it towards the end? It might be.
I think it's the very end, or actually, I think it's in March. I want to say in March.
Okay.
We'll look it up while I'm here because Chris has been fucking. Obviously, you know we have to go to it. But Chris has been. How many teams you bringing? How many teams you bringing? So I said, I need to fucking get on there and verify the things. I know he just put a post up on like all the pages today.
Yeah. It is March 25th through 27th.
Okay, so it's 2 months away. So we're okay. I gotta also see what the NXL is because the NXL is around that time too. Is it not? Let me see. I don't think it's listed up yet. The date's not listed up yet.
They're not listed up yet, no.
Yeah, but the other one is okay. Yeah, well, it's gonna be a Sunshine State Open. So I guess I think we can go to their site and
Yeah.
look up the. I'm gonna go on their site real quick. Yeah, no. Oh, there it is, right there. It is March 13th, March 11th and 13th.
Yikes.
So, boom.
This could be like, okay, if we had a team hypothetically playing the SPL, this would be wild because the SPL kickoff is the 22nd of January. Then the next weekend would be the ICPL. Then after that, it's the MVPS, which I was trying to look for the actual dates.
MVPS is February 3rd and 5th.
3rd and 5th.
Yeah, so it's like Friday, Thursday.
Yeah, and then it would be the one we were just talking about, Mardi Gras Open and NXL, and that would have like 3 weeks off in between. Give or take.
Definitely need to figure out tournament time wise where we're going to be locking in at. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it's one of those things we'll have to figure out. And once we figure it out, I'll create another schedule like I did a couple years ago.
That's what it's going to have to come down to.
Yeah, because if we have so many people playing so many events, just let me know. Once we decide what series everybody wants to play, I'll put them all on a calendar. But if everyone's playing D3, probably need to pick one, maybe two series and stick with that instead of playing 4. You know what I mean? Like we normally do when we play.
I agree.
Just because it's going to be a lot more.
I do feel like we should definitely enter the NXL in Florida D3 5-man.
Yeah,
make a run of that because I would hold the D2 spot, and I think we have a competitive line for D3.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's right here. It's hard to turn down NXLs that are right here. That with very few NXLs you can actually go there and make money at.
Yeah.
Very few and far between.
Yeah.
And it's on a weekend, so it's not like weekday shit.
Yeah.
So
and hard to turn down. You just said that date, and I already fucking forgot it.
March 11th.
Yeah, you're right.
That weekend. So it'd be like March 12th.
Yeah.
Because 5-man Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, because then it's Kissimmee, Philly, Chicago, Dallas, Sacramento, and Kissimmee. And the Dallas and Sacramento are the minor events.
Yeah, I was hoping they'd be more minors. I think majors they put the event layout on it, right?
I'm not sure. That would make sense in my opinion.
Pretty sure it is.
Yeah. What about Archie leaving X Factor to join Dynasty? What do you think about that? It's about 2 weeks old now, 3-week-old news. Yeah.
Now,
well, let me say that some people knew earlier, and a decent amount of people knew earlier. But when it hit, it was like the second week of December.
Yeah. I can't remember. Wasn't he the one that went over there before too?
Ah, man, I think so.
One of the or maybe it was Billy. It was the Billy Archie. One of those guys. I think it was Billy. It was one of those guys who already went to Dynasty and then played for like 2 years. Actually, it might have been Archie. I can't remember. But one of those guys went over there and then they didn't work out and they left and went to X Factor. I just can't really remember which one, but I remember that it's already happened. I mean, it's gonna be good. I think X Factor is gonna be pretty shit this year.
Yeah.
They've lost a couple good players now. They lost Rainey and they lost Archie. I doubt Billy has much more miles on the tank.
No, they're getting old.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to hear getting old. I mean, Dynasty's very old.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it's offensive to you.
That too. But, I mean, Dynasty brought back Brandon Short, who never played any events all season.
Yeah, well, did you see him today? I believe it was today. Signed with the coach of the Latin team.
Really?
Yes, I saw that today. I don't know the name of the team off the top of my head. It's not Latin Kings, is it?
I was just about to say I think it's Latin Kings.
It might be, but whoever it is, I saw that he signed as their coach, which that's probably a very good pickup for like a foreign team. I was going to say European, but obviously they're not. But a non-American team, I guess I should say, because I guess they're North American, Central America. But yeah, that'll be interesting. I'm curious how
that team's going to stomp the fuck out too.
Well, yes, they are. The first season,
one foreign team is going to do a fucking thing, and that's Russians.
The Russians. I mean, okay, let's talk about that. Do you consider the ML Kings foreign? No.
I consider them dog shit.
I mean, I consider them dog shit too. I believe they're technically based out of France, like how their thing is, but I'm not 100% sure, or Spain or something over there. But what about them? They're signing to Luxus. Yep.
And now they have a guy. They could be really good. Maybe their guns are always ass.
They're shooting those things from Australia. Isn't that where Mac Devs are from? Something like that.
Yeah, some fucking junk ass place like that. Jesus.
That's funny. Let me see. I don't know. I'm just kind of scrolling through BB Nation. Were you at all concerned when people were talking about the paint sizes changing, like a case of
I
paint?
was, and then I just texted Josh at HK, and he was like, "We are not going to smaller paint boxes.
Yeah,
We're not going to limit the size of paint. We are not going to cut back how much we're giving you." He's like, "That's on somebody else." He's like,
Yeah.
and then he said they'll probably be forced to go back to originally. He's like, paint prices have gone up like $2 a case.
Yeah.
He's like, that's just, it is what it is. I'm like, I understand. He also just told me, and you know what? I didn't check my email today or in the last couple hours. I texted him back. I told him, I asked him about ICPL paint. He says that he thinks it's bring your own paint. It's an ICPL or so I want to ask.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Depends on how low do we want to go? I still got two cases of cup paint.
See, he says as far as bringing up painting, that's another confusing one. I've heard teams bringing their own paint to NXL events before too, but I don't know all the details. So you could probably contact the NXL and see what the policy is. If it is bringing up paintings, I got you 60 cases stored up in Tampa, the warehouse. You could just snag them that day of the event.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah. So, bada boom, bada bang, bang.
Yeah, that'd be super nice.
Like great to have like people like in the industry. You could just like make a phone
It's one of those things. Like I know a few people, a good amount of people, and I'm always like, we kind of get spoiled.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know what's going on. Let me text him real quick.
Yeah,
like,
it was the same thing because I was wondering at like when you texted Alex, I was like, that's nice because I was gonna message him, but I was like, I hate, I hate being that guy to message somebody. So I'm always like, at least Wes does it. It's all coming from one person, so it's not like a million fucking minions all running around going, hey, 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 and he has to answer the same question for the same group of guys 10 times because that would drive me nuts.
Yeah, I just stopped responding.
Yeah, I probably would be like, oh my god, these fucking fags. Like seriously, guys. What about Dynasty returning to JT? I mean, I say JT. I think JT needs to put in quotation marks when that is said personally, because to me, it's not like real JT.
Yeah, I personally think. I thought when they were leaving HK, I heard about them leaving HK beginning of last season.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were going to branch out on their own and begin to make their own clothes, their own full legit brand. Yeah. And that's why they were branching away from HK, because HK does that. They don't want to step on their toes. So I assumed that they were already doing the forces, and that they were going to branch away, do their own whole entire company, like Dynasty Co. You know what I mean? Like everything, pants, jerseys, headbands, everything. They're already making a lot of that shit. Yeah. Like it's not too much harder to get somebody to make that for you. And you're gonna have a lot of people that just go buy it because it's Dynasty stuff.
Oh yeah.
And they're getting the profit straight to them. It's a way to bring the money right back into your company. And I kind of felt like that's where they were moving to. But then the more I hear about it, somebody says that they're gonna have a side spot in JT.
I mean, that would make sense.
That's where they started at. They brought JT up, you know what I mean, with them. I feel like they're gonna have their own side on JT in that's their store kind of deal. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
I mean, that's a good idea. Like that, but in a way, it's a good idea if they do that with JT, like having their own part of JT-ish thing. But it could be a missed opportunity too, like you said. Like, I mean, whoever's making the gear, I'm just gonna say, let's say they hypothetically had HK make it all, and it's still branded as Dynasty. You know what I mean? It's kind of the old you scratch my back, I scratch yours, which those two companies have been doing for fucking years anyway. And most paintball companies do that with other paintball companies anyway, because it's so small. But that could be, in my opinion, a very good opportunity. But obviously they did not go that way.
That's so weird.
Yeah. I am still scrolling on PB Nation. PB Nation's over 20 years old now, in case you were wondering.
Is it really?
Yeah, I'm gonna click this link here. I wonder when this was put out, because this could be old. I remember when it turned 10. So it'll be 21 years. It started in
God damn.
Yeah, in that wild. And so like I don't get on PB Nation as much as I used to. I still have a soft spot for it. But there are actually currently almost 1,000 active users on right now, which I think is crazy in itself. Because
is that a lot?
To me, it seems like a lot. I don't know. But like, I mean, how many people do you think those Facebook groups have? Obviously more members than that, have 20,000, but like Facebook has 750,000.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to how many like are active on Facebook in like a buy sell trade group compared to the
I
1,000
just
here.
noticed I've had you on my wrong screen the whole entire time. I've had you on my left screen, so I
Is that
haven't
why
been
you've been looking around?
looking to the left. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been wondering that, but I was gonna say
I've
anything.
had you on my left screen the whole time, and then I'm like, I keep looking back. I'm like, why do I look this way? Yeah. So hi. So now you're on my right screen where my
Oh my
camera is. So
God.
I'm looking back into the camera.
I wasn't gonna say anything because I was like, maybe he moved his setup around. Like that's the only thing I could think of. I was like,
Yeah.
that's funny. Yeah, dude. That's I don't really have anything else. It was more of like a recap starting off 2022. I
We
just
also
what is
got
this?
we have this weekend coming up, which is kind of an off weekend. Which I think
Yeah.
I might move our mech event to this weekend and play mech this time. What you call it? Sorry. Because
That's not on Saturday,
Jacksonville,
right?
you say what?
The mech. You're not trying to do the mech thing on Saturday, right?
No. I'm
Okay.
just telling you, just
I was
have
gonna
like a
say, oh, good God, because I already booked out my Saturday.
no. What are you doing Saturday?
I gotta get my oil change, tire rotation.
Oh, that's like 20 minutes.
Wait, no, these fucking people take fucking forever. They're like, you're not gonna stay here, right? I'm like, not if I'm gonna sit here for 5 fucking hours. No, I'm not. But if you can knock this bitch out in 30,
Yeah.
I will sit here.
Yeah, so it looks like we have Jacksonville wants to come up the 16th and the 23rd to practice for the MVPS.
Okay.
So they were just asking me about it. I gotta figure out. Except my plan was to have them come up the 16th, all play, fucking jolly good time, and then on the 23rd have a mech day, which is right before that event. Everybody play mech, get back used to it, you know what I mean, and then go into it like that. That's kind of what I was thinking. But
Yeah.
if they want to come up both weekends, we might have to figure out something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they might change their mind too. You know how that bullshit goes too. They're like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Yeah. So
Looking through
That's what-
here, making sure I didn't miss nothing. Nope, I don't think I have anything, dude. Other than someone asking what a Sly barrel kit is worth 48 fucking times in this PB Nation forum.
really?
Yeah, it's just like on here 10 times with no comments. I'm like, oh boy. Thanks.
Yeah, I think that's it for me too.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll take us out of here.
No,
Oh, what was that? Were you gonna do the sports center for me?
I was just like, you know
Oh,
what I mean?
just a bit.
Yep.
Hey, this is a weird question. Can you do this? Can you do that?
What was that hard to do? I don't understand.
I don't know. Well, do yours again. I don't
What do you
know.
is that?
I don't know. It's just we were doing it with my grandma Christmas Day, and she goes, and I was just curious how you would react. Yeah.
I don't know what that is
I
about.
don't know. It's a random question. You're gonna
All
make
right.
someone fucking laugh or be like, "What the
No.
fuck is wrong with these guys?" But yeah. Well, thanks for listening. Sorry we were a little delayed. It's the holidays. We enjoyed our breaks. We will be back. See you guys Friday. We record on Mondays. And thanks for buying merch, not buying merch. And we'll see you on the next week.
Later.
Bye.